These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Mark Z via PDK. Article quote from Guru Nader, quote, the federal general budget 2023, which is based on methods of financing the budget in Iraqi dinar in exchange for oil revenues in foreign currency mostly, unquote. What they are screaming at you is, quote, dinar for oil, unquote, program with the U.S. This is how they will handle the revaluation. Frank 26 says the CBI says the ATFX has been launched in Iraq for the very first time. It's up and running. It's online. It's trading. It is a foreign currency exchange center. All right, Clara has an article, quote, ATFX launches operations in Iraq with Assure Bank partnership, unquote. Another, quote, UK-based online trading and foreign exchange company ATFX has announced the start of operations in Iraq in partnership with Iraq's Assure Bank, unquote. All right, Pimpy has an article, quote, with its entry into Force A, high source rules out budget challenge, unquote. Pimpy says even though the budget gets passed before it gets posted, members of parliament have an opportunity to challenge it, but once it's posted in the Gazette, that's it. They expected some challenges, but that did not happen. All right, walking stick ATFX, pretty good, huh? This is not big. This is immensely huge. ATFX is an online exchange company that trades gold, silver, stocks, crypto, foreign currency, indices. This is impressive. All right, Mark Z via PDK, a lot of international stuff happening in Iraq, which doesn't make much sense for a country without an international currency. An article came out. ATFX launches operations in Iraq with Assure Bank. They certainly act like they are international. It is clearly showing us where they're at and progress. All right, Frank 26 Firefly says they're going to be giving instructions on the budget all week prior to it going live after Eid. Frank says this is monetary reform education at its highest point. Militiaman says we've all been waiting for the potential of Iraq's currency to get to the Forex. ATFX is a global leader in online trading. They celebrated the launch of its operations in Iraq. I think the Azure Bank is going to be a market maker for part of this. They not only trade currency pairs, but they do precious metals, energy, indices, etc. Everything is coming to a head, and they're going to be able to do Forex trading. They are openly talking about it. All right, Caparoni says Iraq will not continue to live with a weak exchange rate, but if and when it ever rises, it will be based on their own economic growth, not a random act. All right, Yada says the first line item of approved budget is the ability to adjust the rate. Now they're moving the funds to the appropriate ministries, and once in place, they will reissue the rate because none of this change in progress will be completed with a program rate of 1,300. All right, Pimpy says to say they can't function without a higher exchange rate is false. They have been functioning as a country without a huge exchange rate for 20 plus years. That's why the budget is done in trillions. They've done the calculations necessary to do what they need to do in their country using the current exchange rate. Yes, they could benefit from an increase in exchange rate, but nothing supports the currency outside of oil. All right, Frank 26, Firefly, there is Dinar Support Committee working on changes to the exchange rate. And we've got Cajun Red Bull Guru that says the words for today, oil for dinars. Just an FYI, the ATFX is an international currency exchange that is open for business in Iraq today. Now, as countries from around the world spend their money to purchase oil from Iraq, they will go through this exchange to have their currency exchanged for dinars to get the oil. This, of course, drives the value of the dinar up, up, and up. All right, and lastly, Mountain Goat says, on my normal Saturday call with my CBI contact, it was told to me that the U.S. Bank should expect to see a rate change this week. Really? I said, are we that close? And I was told yes.